walkers on the Tao, my students, my subscribers, my disciples. This is your Master GongSun. So today I'm starting a new series. It's about me applying the Tao to the news. And this should result in lots of interesting insights as I analyze just what the heck is going on out there. How can we be more in line with the Tao to get what we want? So just yesterday, there was this fiery meeting between US President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenky. I'm going to read some of the headlines and some of the... Oh, actually, this is really long. Anyway, that's why I'm saying this is only some. I'm only reading some of the paragraphs. And then I'll do a quick analysis. Anyway, Ukraine gambling with World War III, Trump tells Zelensky in fiery meeting. Talks between U.S. President and Ukrainian leader degenerate into shouting match before being cut short. Okay. So anyway, to summarize, they have a little argument. And then what happens here? U.S. military support for Ukraine hangs in the balance, and talks over a minerals deal have collapsed following a disastrous White House summit, in which Donald Trump warned Zelensky that he was gambling with World War III, and told Ukrainian president to come back when he is ready for peace. Zelensky left the White House early, and a press conference to announce the minerals deal was cancelled after Trump gave Zelensky a dressing down that followed an ambush led by Vice President J.D. Vance to shatter the fragile relationship between the two leaders. Okay, so let's see where the fighting starts. I will play a clip, and then I'll do an analysis based on the Tao.
During the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Okay. Anyway, you guys all saw that for yourselves. Here's my analysis. So the guy who wrote the Tao Te Ching, the Taoist Bible, Lao Tzu, that's actually not his real name, but it actually means the old one, or the old master in Mandarin. He actually was working in the imperial court, and this is thousands of years ago, during the time of, this is like ancient China here, around the time of the Zhou dynasty, so around the time of the Roman Empire, approximately. Well, actually, if it's Zhou dynasty, that's even before. Roman Republic. Anyway, needless to say, it was a long time ago, and he actually was disgusted by all the power dynamics and all the politics that he had to undergo, and that's why he decided to leave. So the famous story goes he was actually leaving China, going out west, when there was a border guard who stopped him, recognized who he was, and asked him to write down the Tao Te Ching. So in the Taoist Bible, the Tao Te Ching, there are there are lots of passages that refer to power and how to play the game properly, because it is essentially a game. And by game, I mean who wins, who loses, right? I mean, sure, for some people it's not a game, but I don't mean that it's just for fun. What I mean is that if someone wins, someone will lose. And the fact is, the Tao says this, according to the Tao Te Ching, this guy, he is a beggar. He has no power, and this is why Trump said, you have no power. Actually, he didn't say that, but he said, you have no cards to play, right? You're not in a good position. He's saying it very nicely. What he means, and I will paraphrase it in a blunter way, is that you are a beggar. You have no leverage over us. You have nothing that we want except for a minerals deal, which we can get anywhere else. So why the hell are you coming here and dictating what we can or can't do and how to feel, right? Drop the attitude. Be more grateful. Wear a damn suit. And essentially beg, supplicate, get down on your hands and knees and beg me for help, because you have nothing that we want, and if we don't help you, you will be obliterated along with your country. That's essentially what Trump is saying in a not so nice way that I'm paraphrasing. So Trump was actually much more diplomatic than I'm being right now. And this is all true. I mean, and here's a problem with this guy. He was probably used to walking all over Joe Biden, who had cognitive decline and probably didn't know what he was saying or where he was half the time. So, but now there's a new president in the White House, but Zelensky is still acting like he could just be disrespectful and bully the U.S. into giving him what he wants without making a fair deal in return. And Trump and Vance are saying, no, there's a new president, new administration in charge, and we will not accept your attitude anymore, which I could understand. So this is just nothing but power play and power dynamics. The dynamics is that Trump has all the leverage and power, and he does not. So therefore, he has to play the role of a supplicant, a beggar. He should be humble. He should be very, very grateful, and he should really think twice about his former attitude, his attitude of arrogance. And I don't know what everyone is making such a big deal about. This is exactly why Trump was elected. He doesn't want people, the international community, to walk all over the U.S. anymore. He wants to stand up for the U.S. and to make fair, even deals instead of one-sided deals like before during the Biden administration. So this is actually very much, Trump is acting very much like himself. He is acting in line with what he would normally behave, with how he would normally behave. So this is very normal for him. So Zelensky, you have overplayed your hand. The Tao says you have to play the role, supplicate. When you have no power and you're asking someone for a favor, it's important to be humble and be grateful at the very least. Anyway, what do you guys think? This has been your Master GongSun. As usual, keep following the Tao, or you'll end up like Zelenky.